Ibuki and Rantaro tell stories about themselves to each other. They probably both have good stories to tell. Ibuki from her days rocking out, and Rantaro traveling for his sisters. Good day, good people. It is another fine Thursday in the year of the Aviator. I'm your United States Aviator, and welcome back to Danganronpa Hunger Games? Hunger Games? I guess? I think so. Oh yes. I bet you're wondering why are we not at the Hunger Games yet? What are we doing? what are we doing? Well, let me tell you guys, today is a special episode, and I had no real reason why it's today. I was just like, you know what, let's just do this one today. I had a fantastic idea, a absolutely fantastic idea. So, all of the characters from Danganronpa 2, Danganronpa 3, and Danganronpa V3 all have likes and dislikes. Unfortunately, Danganronpa 1 didn't have likes and dislikes. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to take 6 girls from this wheel and 6 of the boys from this wheel, and we are going to match them up. Match them up with someone based entirely on their likes and dislikes. So I'm not going for personalities. We have their likes and dislikes. We're going to pick a character and we're going to match them up, and they will be in a district together for the Danganronpa Hunger Games. It is Danganronpa Hunger Games Matchmaker Edition. Alright, so I'm excited for this one. I really am, because I don't know a lot of the likes and dislikes. So I'm going to click on the wheel 6 times, and it's going to give us 6 names. And once the name is selected, it will be removed from the list, so we won't be spinning forever. So let's see who the first person who we're going to have to find a match for is. Ooh, it is Mew. Oh, that's gonna be an interesting matchmaking. Yep, that's gonna be interesting. All right, and we are going to make a match purely based on her likes and dislikes. We also have Chiaki. So Chiaki is added to the list of people I have to find a match for. I'm just here to give you guys the first 12 people, and then I'll come back with the district's Crazy Yoko extra large. Well, I guess that's actually just regular Crazy Yoko, but regular Hyoko's on there. They have the same likes and dislikes, but I was like, Crazy Yoko extra large, she's in the series, she's a member, and she deserves to be on the wheel. I'm surprised she got selected. So Crazy Yoko extra L, let's continue. Tenko. Oh man, it's gonna be interesting finding a match for Tenko. And I have to do it purely based off of likes and dislikes, not off of her personality. So if I match her with a degenerate, it's not my fault. Not my fault at all. Two more people from this list. It is Kyoko? Yes, it is Kyoko. Kyoko, and the last person we're going to snatch from the list of ladies is... oh god. Genocide Jack. Alright, so if we're gonna go here, and we go Genocide Jack, then we have a list of 6 ladies. Well, I'll find the likes and dislikes in a second. You guys are actually involved in this. This is actually a video of just me setting it up too, so that's interesting. Well, you guys actually won't see the setup process. After I do spin the wheel, it'll just be bam, we're here at the Danganronpa Hunger Games. Let's introduce the districts. But let's get the 6 boys who will be finding a match for. Who is it gonna be? In terms of 6 boys, we have, oh boy, Nagito. Alright, Nagito. Alright, we're gonna have to find you a match. I hope your likes and dislikes are hope and despair. Let's continue. We have to find a match for Makoto Naegi. Okay. Alright. Then we will put Makoto on the list. Who else? Our third recipient who we'll be finding love for is the Supreme Overlord of Ice, Gundam Tanaka. Alright, Gundam. I'm interested to see what his likes and dislikes are. And the reason Makoto, as well as like Togami and Hiro and those people from Danganronpa 1 have likes and dislikes is because they were in the anime and they were in the... some of them were in Ultra Despair Girls. So that's the reason for that. Let's continue. Those are our first 3. Who's gonna be 4th? Who else are we finding love for? We're finding love for Kazuichi, the ultimate pimp. Fantastic. Alright, Kazuichi. And we have to get 2 more real quick. 2 more. Who's it gonna be? The big old wheel is spinning and we are finding a match for Juzo. Oh boy. It's probably gonna be, I already know who he should be matched with, but we're not basing it on their personalities, we're basing it solely on their likes and dislikes, and I will announce those in the video as well. We have Rantaro. That's interesting, and he is our 6th, ladies and gentlemen. So those are the 6 people, and I will be right back. It's gonna be like a second in your time, but it's probably gonna be like 20 minutes in mine. I will set up this episode, and you guys have been a part of this random selection. Congratulations, you guys got to see me randomly select 12 people from 2 lists. I hope that was exciting for you. Alright, be right back. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Here are all of the pairs that I made, and without further ado, let's get right into introducing them. The match made for Mew in District 1. Mew likes children's television and dislikes taking it easy, so her perfect match was Gonta, the man who is an innocent child at heart. So he and Mew will enjoy children's television together. Moving on to District 2, we have Chiaki, who likes games and dislikes alarm clocks, but may I say that she also likes even the crappiest of games. She is matched up with Ibuki, whose likes were walking, napping, and gaming. So, ladies and gentlemen, Ibuki, perfect match. Napping and gaming, they're like one and the same. In the next district, we have Crazy Yoko Extra Large, whose like was, and I quote, squishy, and her dislikes were sour things and lectures. So, based on her likes, I chose one of the squishiest people who she would, based on the likes, Fat Togami. Look at him. He's so soft, he's so squishy. She would love it. She would squish him all the time. District 4, we have Tenko, who likes nunchucks and dislikes men. So I had to find her a lovely lady, and I chose Mukuro, who is the ultimate soldier. She likes, what was it, army knives, and so it's just perfect that they can both discuss weaponry. She'll be like, I can show you how to use these nunchucks in the most seductive way possible. District 5, we had Kyoko, who likes braids and dislikes Goya and coriander. Okay. So I chose someone with braids, and there weren't too many people with braids. I think there was Peko and Sonia and maybe some other person. I think Toko, but Toko, no. Sonia was the best match, I believe, because she likes the occult. One of Sonia's likes is the occult, so they can just bond over solving the mysteries of the occult. If we go to District 6, we have Genocide Jack, and I matched her with Togami because Genocide Jack's likes were adorable boys and Byakuya Togami. So that was an easy one. Her dislikes, if you guys wanted to know, were unadorable boys and unadorable girls. If we move on to District 7, we have Nagito, whose likes were beautiful slash pretty things and beautiful people. His dislikes were noisy places and ugly people. So I gave him Seiko, who really didn't have any of the same likes, but her dislike of loud noises and his dislike of noisy places, they can spend some quiet time together. District 8 hurt my soul because it's Makoto. He likes curry and trendy things. He dislikes dried mackerel and dried bean curd. Now, he would have been a perfect match with Komaru Naegi. But, ladies and gentlemen, I couldn't do that, so I gave him the person who keeps up with the trends, and that would be Sayaka, the ultimate idol. In District 9, we have Gundam Tanaka, Supreme Overload of Ice, who likes the 4 Dark Devas of Destruction and dislikes earthly life. Gundam was the hardest person of all of these, so I thought about it and I was like, well, if he dislikes earthly life, then we have to give him someone who's not earthly, someone who's not human. We have to give him Kibo, the ultimate robot. In District 10, we have Kazuichi, who likes Coke. And I don't know if he means Coca-Cola or cocaine, but I'm going to assume it's Coca-Cola because of his dislike of anything that's sugar-free, and cocaine is sugar-free. So I gave him the sweet savior herself, Ruruka. And if we move to District 11, we have Juzo, who likes sparring and sweet foods, and dislikes bitter foods. We could have given him Ruruka as well, but I gave him Sakura, who he would have trouble sparring with, but they would have a great fight. I'm sure they would have plenty of good times together. Moving on to District 12, we have Rantaro, who is a fan of extraterritorial rights, which is almost like diplomatic immunity, but when you're like on a boat, it's basically local laws don't apply to where you are. It's usually with political leaders, or in Rantaro's case, probably being on a boat. So I gave him Angie, who not only he would have to visit on a boat somehow because she is from some island, she also likes avocados, so she must be really vibing with Rantaro's hair, and those are your matches made. Ladies and gentlemen, this was wild. Actually, right after spinning the wheels, I did this right after, and looking up all the likes and then looking at everyone else's likes and dislikes took some time. I put some thought into these ones. So, tell me, which district is a match made in heaven? And which district ain't gonna work? Tell me those two things. First of all, yes, tell me those two things, because, let's be honest, I wanna know. I put these together mainly based on, likes and dislikes, so not on personalities. So when I step back and look at the personalities clashing, some of them would work pretty well, but some of them, not at all. So tell me which one you think is the best match, and which you think is, they should probably not do things together. Tell me who you think is gonna win this Hunger Games, and tell me who you think is going to lose. Ladies and gentlemen, let's find out. I'm gonna pause, you're gonna pause, and you're gonna go into the comments and tell me, and I'm just gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna do this time, you know? Running out of ideas. Eventually I'm just gonna have to freeze frame, and you guys are just gonna have to be like, oh man, he got us. But not today, you guys, not today. Today is not the day. Today I will, today I'll pick up this light. This Newton light bulb, and I'll turn it on for you guys, huh? That's nice. That's real nice. I like it. Now let's blow that out. And let's go. Alright, so stepping back, looking at the matches, I feel like I really don't know. They're all kind of like weird matches now that I think about it. I feel like District 2 is probably the best match. Maybe even, I don't know, Mew is a little bit raunchy for Gonta, but I feel like she might simmer down a little bit for Gonta, so maybe District 1 or District 2. But in terms of things that are not going to work at all, probably District 4. I don't think Mukuro would put up with Tinko's stuff for more than like 15 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. Tinko would die. Another bad match is clearly Togami and Genocide Jack, because Togami hates everything about Toko. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a fun one. Who will come out on top? Which district will prove to be a match made in heaven? Let's find out. It's the DanganMatch simulator, Dangan Matchmaker. Let's proceed. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the bloodbath. Wait, I didn't actually say who's going to win and who's going to lose. Well, not looking at the screen right now, I don't really remember. Oh, I have a list of people. I have to like not look at the screen right now. This is the first time I've forgotten to do that. That's so strange. So yeah, I have like a list of all the people here, and I'm really trying not to look at the screen because I haven't looked at any interactions. I just know I think Kyoko's the first person on that list. I don't even really know that for sure either. Looking at the list, I'll say that Juzo wins, and I'll say that Angie joins the losers bracket. Hopefully her picks do well. Let's find out. Let's find out, because we've already proceeded. Go ahead and sound the horns. Excellent. What a strange start. I can't believe I forgot to say who I thought was going to win and lose. Kyoko runs away from the cornucopia. Togami sets off an explosive, killing Sakura. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's, well, I was wrong. Sakura's in last place. Sakura is the first person to be, well, I'm sorry, the second person. Let's not forget about Himiko. Let's not forget. Second person to be in both the winners and losers bracket. Good on you, Sakura. I guess you know how to play this game now. Gonta rips a mace out of Makoto's hands. Apparently the Naegis just cannot keep maces in their hands. They're butterfingers when it comes to maces. Angie runs away from the cornucopia, Kibo runs away from the cornucopia, Rantaro runs away from the cornucopia, as does Chiaki, but Gundam falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Rest in peace, Gundam. You were one person too late. I know you were trying to join both brackets, but you're a little too late, my boy. Tinko receives a trident from inside of the cornucopia. Sayaka and Nagito fight for a bag. Nagito gives up and retreats. Mew scares Ruruka away from the cornucopia. Mukuro runs away from the cornucopia. Ibuki grabs a lighter and some rope. You and rope have some history, Ibuki. You might want to put that one down. Crazy Yoko Extra Large, Genocide Jack, and Seiko get into a fight, which would be a crazy fight. Specifically, Genocide Jack and Seiko could have a crazy duel, but Crazy Yoko Extra Large triumphantly kills them both. Ladies and gentlemen, Crazy Yoko Extra Large is getting some today. Fat Togami runs away from the cornucopia. Sonia runs away from the cornucopia. Juzo gathers as much as food as he can, and he runs away from the cornucopia. Kazuichi grabs a shield that was leaning on the cornucopia, and we can proceed. So I'm still there. I'm still rooting for my boy Juzo. I'm rooting for him. Kazuichi makes a wooden spear on the start of day 1. Fat Togami hunts for other tributes. Ibuki overhears Angie and Togami talking in the distance. I feel like Togami is probably yelling at Angie to get away because I feel like Togami could not put up with Angie's stuff for, once again, more than 5 minutes. Maybe you and Mukuro would get along, Togami. Sayaka questions her sanity. Kyoko collects fruit from a tree. Sonia and Makoto fight Chiaki and Juzo. Chiaki and Juzo survive. Rest in peace, there goes my ride or die, and Makoto out of here. Rantaro thinks about home. Mew, Gonta, Crazy Yoko Extra Large, and Nagito hunt for other tributes. Mukuro discovers a cave. Kibo catches Ruruka off guard and kills her, and Tenko goes hunting. We had a lot of people for this first Claire de Lune, didn't we? Yes, 7 cannon shots. That's wild. We almost had a third of the competition gone without an arena event. You guys are going wild. Let's give a Claire de Lune for our 7 fallen tributes. Sakura. Gundam. Genocide Jack. Seiko. Sonia. Makoto. Ruruka. And if we see everybody's statuses, ladies and gentlemen, any district completely out? No, not yet. Districts 1 through 4, are completely still in. District 5 lost Sonia. District 6 lost Jack. District 7 lost Seiko. Makoto is out for District 8. I'm surprised Sayaka didn't kill him. District 9 is Gundam. Gone, so Kibo survives. Ruruka's gone for District 10. District 11 still has Juzo. And District 12 still going strong. Who will be the match made in heaven? Let's proceed and find out. Night 1. Juzo questions his sanity, wondering why he's trying to go out with somebody else when clearly Mudokata is the man for him. Kyoko questions her sanity. Why is she in this game with somebody else when Makoto was actually in this game? Why didn't she pair up with him? Sayaka and Tinko run into each other and decide to choose for the night. Only because you're a girl. Tinko would have destroyed you otherwise. Kibo begs for Angie to kill him. She refuses, keeping Kibo alive. Rantaro is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Ibuki thinks about home. Mukuro starts a fire. Chiaki sets off an explosive, killing Gonta and Kazuichi. Those 2 good boys are gone, and it's all because of Chiaki. Maybe that was the grenade she was supposed to get in the other game mode, and she was like, I know you can't give it to me in this one, Avi, but I'm gonna take it and it's mine. Boom. Crazy Yoko Extra Large defeats Mew in a fight but spares her life. Nagito and Fat Togami huddle together for warmth. Togami tries to treat his infection. Ladies and gentlemen, let's proceed. It is time for day 2. Chiaki receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Togami stalks Mew. That's a little creepy, Togami. Ibuki searches for a water source. Fat Togami, discovers a river. Mukuro sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Nagito hunts for other tributes. Kyoko constructs a shack. Angie hunts for other tributes. Juzo receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Sayaka thinks about home. Tinko travels to higher ground. Kibo receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Rantaro searches for firewood, and Crazy Yoko Extra Large fishes. Ladies and gentlemen, we only lost 2. And they're both due to Chiaki, but let's get a Claire de Lune 4. Gonta. Pimp Kazuichi. Alright everybody, let's see everybody's statuses. Kazuichi's gone, and he was... where He was down here, yes, and that means District 10 is the first district to be completely out. They were not a match made in heaven. Clearly, Ruruka, I guess, belongs with Izuyoi, even though we know how that played out in Danganronpa 3, but I guess, you know, they still loved each other. Ladies and gentlemen, let's proceed. Which couple, which pairing will be out next? Let's find out, ladies and gentlemen, at night 2. Chiaki sees a fire, but stays hidden. Mukuro severely injures Juzo and leaves him to die. Fat Togami and Nagito sleep in shifts. Kyoko receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Angie goes to sleep. Night night. Let's see. Mew convinces Crazy Yoko Extra Large to snuggle with her. Look at you two. Blondes sticking together. Kibo receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Ibuki and Rantaro still tell stories about themselves to each other. They probably both have good stories to tell. Ibuki from her days rocking out, and Rantaro traveling for his sisters. Tinko goes to sleep, Togami cooks his food before putting out his fire, and Sayaka thinks about winning. You better stop thinking about that, girl. Day 3. Let's see, we have Rantaro and Fat Togami hunting for other tributes. Tinko is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Kibo hunts for other tributes. Crazy Yoko Extra Large sets off an explosive, killing Ibuki, Angie, and Nagito. Ladies and gentlemen, Crazy Yoko is going crazy. As the name suits, it is not a misnomer at all. Togami continues to stalk Mew. Real creepy now, Togami. Chiaki cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Poor Chiaki, no. Kyoko falls into a pit and dies. Kyoko, no. Sayaka scares Mukuro off. Ladies and gentlemen, this day that had only a couple people dying turned extremely bloody. 6 cannon shots. Claire de Lune 4. Juzo. Ibuki. Angie. Nagito. Chiaki. Kyoko. And now, if we see everybody's status, we have a lot of districts out. District 1 still has Mew, District 2's gone, but Chiaki had 4 kills, so good on her. District 3 has Crazy Yoko Extra Large with 5 kills with her mans, the Squish himself, Fat Togami. District 4 completely still alive too with Tinko and Mukuro. District 5 is gone. District 6 still has regular Togami, the non-fat one. District 7 is gone, District 8 still has Sayaka, District 9 still has Kibo, District 10 and 11 are both gone, and District 12 still has Rantaro, Cheeseburger Rantaro, the Wish King Rantaro. Who will win? I'm surprised 2 matches are still completely in. Let's see if it stays that way. Let's see if it happens when we proceed to Night 3. Togami, Kibo, Mukuro, Fat Togami, and Sayaka all sleep in shifts. Tinko is awoken by nightmares. Crazy Yoko Extra Large defeats Mew in a fight but spares her life, and Rantaro receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the feast! The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Mew! Oh gosh, Rantaro decides not to go to the feast first of all, but Mew, Sayaka, and Fat Togami ambush and kill Crazy Yoko, Kibo, and Mukuro. We have lost 3 in the feast because Togami and Tinko decide, no, after seeing that, we're gonna hold our ground. We're gonna not go to the feast. We're gonna hard pass on that one. It's day 4 though, and Tinko starts the day by questioning her sanity. Rantaro receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Sayaka thinks about home. Togami receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor as well, and Fat Togami is diverted away from Mew while she runs away. Let's proceed. It is time for Claire Day Arena event. A tsunami rolls into the arena. Oh my goodness. Togami survives. Tinko fatally injures herself on debris. Sayaka survives. Rantaro survives. Mew fatally injures herself on debris. Rest in peace, Mew. I thought you were going to come back and finally get your first win of the season. And Fat Togami is swept away. Ladies and gentlemen, now let's proceed to Claire de Lune, which turned out to be another 6 cannon shots. Ladies and gentlemen, play it up for Crazy Hyoko, Extra Large, Kibo, Mukuro, Tinko, Mew, Fat Togami. And now, if we look at everybody's statuses, there is no team completely still in, and we are at our final 3. From District 6, we have Togami. From District 8 with 3 kills, we have Sayaka, and Rantaro, who's still alive, could get the pacifist win with no kills in District 12. Who will come out on top? Will it be freaking Sayaka? Will it be the Wish King himself, Rantaro, or will it be Togami, the not fat one? Let's proceed. Let's see what happens. Night 4, Togami and Sayaka run into each other and decide to choose for the night, and Rantaro screams for help. Ladies and gentlemen, let's proceed to day 5. Rantaro searches for firewood, and Togami tends to Sayaka's wounds. Togami, what are you doing? Togami, you better stop. If you keep helping her, she's gonna win. We don't want that. We don't want that, Togami. No cannon shots. We'll proceed. No Claire de Lune. Let's keep going. Whew. Rantaro starts a fire at the beginning of night 5, and Togami and Sayaka sleep in shifts. Why are you two working together? What are you doing? What are you doing? Let's proceed. Let's see what happens. Day 6, Togami overhears Rantaro and Sayaka talking in the distance. Now you know, Togami. Maybe you realize that Sayaka's gonna turn her back on you and stab you while you're not looking. Now you should kill her while you have the chance, Togami, but you won't have the chance yet because it's time for a Claire de Lune 4. Nobody. Let's proceed. Someone's gotta win this one, and do they do it today? Do they do it today? Rantaro and Sayaka run into each other but decide to choose for the night. They don't do it today, or rather not tonight, because it's night 6, and Togami attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. I feel like you 3 have survived longer in the days that it's just been you 3 than the entirety of the rest of the cast. Let's proceed to day 7. Sayaka receives clean water from an unknown monster. Togami tries to sleep through the entire day, and Rantaro questions his sanity. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll proceed. It is a Claire de Lune for nobody. Let's proceed again. Sayaka and Rantaro tell stories about themselves to each other at the beginning of night 7, and Togami tries to treat his infection. Nobody has died. Let's proceed. It's day 8, and Sayaka searches for a water source, and Togami runs away from Rantaro. Things are getting hasty now, you guys. Still no Claire de Lune, and we're going to night 8. They all sleep in shifts. They don't want to kill each other. I'm fine with that. Rantaro receives searches for a water source, I'm sorry. Sayaka receives an explosive. Oh no. Togami constructs a shack. She'll blow up your shack, man. You better get prepared. No fallen tributes. Let's proceed. Rantaro bashes Togami's head in with a mace. See, that's how you do it, Naegis. That's how you do it. You hold on to your mace. You don't let it go. You don't let it slip through your fingers. And Sayaka looks at the nighttime skies. It's Rantaro. It's Sayaka. Who will win? We'll proceed. It'll be day 10. Who's gonna do it? Sayaka falls into a pit and dies. Ladies and gentlemen, Sayaka has been getting so close this season to a victory. She's slowly also becoming the new Mondo this season, next to Gonta. But, ladies and gentlemen, we get a Claire de Lune 4. Togami. Sayaka. And that means it's been a long time coming, but your winner from District 12, Rantaro. The Wish King himself has finally clutched up and taken a victory. The ultimate adventurer, the ultimate survivor, the ultimate wish boy, Rantaro, Timmy Turner Jr., whatever you want to call him, he's finally clutched up and he has wished his way to victory with only one. When did you get a kill? Did you get a kill? I thought you had the pacifist victory. I don't remember when you got a kill. Who did you kill? You must have killed someone, but you had no kills for so long. I was like, she fell into a bit. Oh, you killed Togami. What am I talking about? You bashed his head. We were so close to the pacifist victory. If only Sayaka was the one to have bashed Togami's head in and then fell into a pit and died. But that's fine. Good job, Rantaro. You and Angie are the match made in heaven. I'm proud. I guess I could see them collaborating. Ladies and gentlemen, Rantaro in first, Sayaka in second again, Togami in third, Fat Togami right behind him in fourth, Mew takes 5th place, and Tenko takes 6th. Ladies and gentlemen, if you picked in the top 6, you did alright. I'm proud of Rantaro. There's been people in the comments, once again, rooting for Rantaro for a while. And if we proceed, we can look. Those three lasted for so long. So if we go, here is where their streak started, which was from night 4 all the way to day 9, which means yes, those three alone, after everyone died, lasted longer than everyone else. Everyone else. That's great. That's fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, we can proceed, and we will check out the top kills. Crazy Yoko Extra Large, if she had survived, she probably would have beaten Gonta's record, but he still holds strong. Will it fall? Will someone get 8 or more kills this season? I don't know. That's gonna be tough to beat, I'll be honest. Chiaki had 4 kills, and Fat Togami and Mew both had 3. Rantaro was in first, you guys know that, and District 8 performed the best. So, if we go back to the Reaping, who was in District 8? District 8, Makoto and Sayaka, they performed the best. Maybe they're also a match made in heaven. Sorry, I ship you with Kyoko. Ladies and gentlemen, this was Dangan Matchmaker. Let me know in the comments if, based on likes and dislikes, you guys have any other interesting matches that could be made. That was actually a lot of fun to look at, because first of all, freaking Rantaro with the most obscure, like, yeah, I like, extraterritorial rights, quite, yes, very much, and he dislikes cars. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is that. We can bring up the list of winners. Rantaro is now on it. Look at it in all of its glory. Rantaro joins the list of winners. Fantastic. And if we take a look at the list of losers, ladies and gentlemen, Sakura on both lists. She's a god. She's a god. And she was just on the list of winners too. She was like, I know I need to get on both lists because there's a chance I won't make it to the finale. There's still a chance that she won't make it into the finale, but that's that. That is that. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too for tomorrow's episode, which I already announced last week. If you saw last week's video, if you didn't, go look at it before I announce it right now again. Tomorrow is the battle of the 3 games, Trigger Happy Havoc versus Goodbye Despair versus Killing Harmony. We're gonna find out which game is the best, but if the winner's bracket is any indication, it's Danganronpa 2. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is your United States Aviator taking off, telling you to stay classy, passengers, and I will see you all tomorrow on the fine Thursday in the year of the Aviator. This is the United States Aviator taking off to the flight crew.